Back on the Utectic Sports Network, we are at the half, and our guest for this matchup here this Saturday afternoon, Dwight Newsome, one of the point guards for the UHSP Utectics. I'm Assistant Sports Information Director Greg Tadish, and Dwight, I appreciate the time. Thanks for sitting in. And I know wins and losses-wise, it hasn't been the season you guys sort of wanted, but in your mind, how has the year been? Have there been positives to what you guys have done through the first 9?
Yeah, for sure. I think we've had some good moments. It's about just putting it all together at this point. I know myself and the rest of the team, we came in with high expectations, and we haven't performed up to the level that we know we're capable of. But, all it takes is just one good win, get the ball rolling, and we've definitely had some positives that we can build on as we move forward. Still a lot of games left.
I talked with Grant Harper before Monday's game against Baptist Bible, and we talked about the holiday stretch, and you guys had played 5 games in 8 days, at one point 3 games in 4 days when you made the trip to Campbellsville. How difficult was that body-wise and having to endure that amount of games in such a short amount of time? I know you guys are a lot younger than I am. Is that a big deal?
It can be. You just try to prepare your body, take care of your body, whether you need to stretch, ice, do what you need to do. But, we know what comes with playing at college basketball, playing at this level. And this is something you got to be prepared for. And we just got to go out and play our hardest, and no matter how our bodies are feeling, because we're trying to get wins.
I thought of this leading up to the conversations with Grant, and I never really got into it. And I'll ask you about it because I thought it's easy to sit there and look at the record like 0-9 or 0-8 or 0-7, whatever it has been. But I thought, what you guys go through scholastically here can't be easy. How much can you take from what your school load is and how difficult that world is? Is there any correlation to what you're going through and learning about dealing with adversity, both on the book side and the basketball side? Is there any carryover there?
Yeah, for sure. One thing I've learned, it's hard to win college basketball games. It's hard to win in this conference. It's hard to win at this level. And it's the same thing in the classroom at this school. Tremendous pedigree for education, academics, and they're going to have hard exams, just like playing a game is an exam too. You got to prepare, you got to study, you got to go out there and put your best foot forward. So there's definitely things that can be taken from the classroom and transferred to the court.
I know you're still young in both the basketball and the scholastic side. Have you gotten into the flow and the rhythm of the schooling here and what it takes to be successful in that? Because we just sit here and talk basketball. We kind of forget about, hey, you guys got class load, and it's a strenuous class load. Have you figured that out? Because I know that when we talked to Darius Dorsey, he said early on in his career here at the school, that was troublesome for him.
Yeah. Last year, it was like sort of just like when you're in a boxing match, feeling out the opponent. Mm-hmm. Just really seeing what worked for me in terms of studying and classes and doing homework when you have to travel and missing classes and missing labs and things like that. But I think now that I have the second year, I got that first year under my belt, I definitely know how to prepare and what to do. And I'm definitely in the flow of things when it comes to the classroom.
You said it's hard to win college basketball games. You having fun, though? Despite what the record looks like, are you still enjoying what you're doing when you go to work every day on the hardwood?
Yeah, I love basketball. I've loved it my whole life. I love playing. I'm a fan of the game. So when you love the sport, no matter wins or losses, you're still going to love it at the end of the day. Obviously, it'll be more fun when we are winning, and I know it'll come soon. But in the meantime, you just got to keep a positive attitude, and because the minute you stop loving it and the minute you lose, like the minute you're not having fun anymore, it's no point in playing, in my opinion.
Point guard Dwight Newsome, our guest in the At the Half segment. Why haven't you guys been able to put together a full game that's translated to a W? Can you put your finger on anything specifically?
Just consistency. Every possession matters. The little possessions that you think, this may not affect the outcome of the game, it does. And when you go back and look at it and you watch film, you'll see one run here, one missed assignment, blown assignment here can lead to a loss. So I think once we figure out the consistency and everybody knows what they're doing and does it every single possession, makes every play count, then we'll be good to go.
I know when we kind of started this season, we started talking to some of the guys. We started with the upperclassmen, and there was a discussion of, the blend of the seniors. There's no juniors on this group. And then the freshman and sophomore year in that latter pack. What do you bring to the team? What do you feel your role is on the team? I can tell you what I think your role is. I'll tell you after you tell me what you think it is, but you got a better grasp of this whole thing than I do. What do you feel your job is on this squad?
Just come in, bring energy, and compete. When I come in off the bench, I just want to bring energy, bring that spark, help my team in any way, whether that be getting a steal or hitting a three, getting downhill, making a layup, getting to the free throw line. I just want to help my team win. if I have to score 20 points, if I have to score 1 point, I just want to win at the end of the day.
It's funny when you come into ball games, and here's what I see when you walk on a floor. And you said spark. There's an energy about you. There's a little bit of a swagger that you kind of bring out there. Do you relish that kind of role? You're nodding your head already, like this is kind of what I'm supposed to be. Do you feel that?
I think whether I'm starting or whether I'm the last man off the bench, I'm always play the same way. I'm always have the same confidence in my game. I think you do need to have a swagger when you step on the court. You should feel that you're the best player, and I'm going to come out here and I'm going to make something happen. So that's just what I try to do, and I think when you do that, it instills confidence in your teammates to do it as well. So when you get things going for yourself and for your teammates, that'll just help you guys win.
I know something we talk about in whether it be high school volleyball or college volleyball, it's easy to get stuck in a rotation where you're at the disadvantage and you can't get out of that rotation and the other team scores a bunch of points. One of the things that seems to be your guys' Achilles heel is letting the opponent go on some big runs. I know they turned the game against Baptist Bible around with like a 17-0 run. You had a couple big runs in some of the games you played around Thanksgiving, and that kind of turned the tide in their favor and led to a lopsided score. But it seems like there's always one of those 15-0, 17-0, 12-0 at key spots in the game, because you were in that game against the Patriots on Monday. It was a really rock-solid game, and then that run came. Why do those runs happen? It's easier for me to pinpoint in volleyball. Why basketball is that happening to you guys?
Oh, well, basketball is a game of runs. That's how games are won and lost. And I think it's just consistency, mental errors. 2 missed shots for them, and that's a 4-point swing. Could be a 5-point swing, 6-point swing. So I think you just got to really focus, and when you feel the momentum changing, you feel the game shifting, that's when you got to step up, you got to make a stop, or somebody has to come down and get a bucket. So I think it's just about feeling the atmosphere of the game, feeling the energy change, and knowing that we have to put a stop to this run before it gets out of hand, and that's really kind of bit us in the butt, because we're letting these runs go on, and we got to find a way to stop them.
Everybody I've talked to for this, and on the men's side, it's easy to look at the record. Everybody's very level-headed. You guys aren't coming in here talking to me all upset because we're losing ball games, and you're not talking about how it's getting to you mentally. I haven't heard any of that. How different would it be if you guys are able to win today? Would a win change anything? Would it change the demeanor in the locker room? Would it change the vibe at all? Because you guys seem like you're saying the right things, and the locker room is still in a good headspace. Would a win change anything?
For sure. I think a win will change a lot. Just it'll give us the confidence that we have it, but we want to see it. So we're putting in all this work. We're working on our craft every day. Like, we're trying to win these games. So a win today would mean a lot. And I think it would really help us going forward. All it takes is one win, string together a couple good games, a couple good wins, and the season's not lost. You're right there. We still can do everything we want to do in conference, and we still have a positive outlook on the season. So a win will mean a lot.
Great to talk to you. Appreciate it. Good luck today and the rest of the way.
Thank you.
I'm Assistant Sports Information Director Greg Taddis. That's Dwight Newsome. Our At the Half segment, stats with the College Cast crew, coming up after this.